I watched Street Sharks episode 4. Here's what happens. Everyone in the city is really scared of the street sharks because of the fact that they exist. Meanwhile, Lena receives an email and she shows it to the sharks. The email says that someone's poisoned the city's water supply with gene-slamming elements. They break into the water treatment facility and then Ripster uses his psychic abilities to sense some incoming threats. And I didn't know he could do that. Do sharks have psychic abilities? I decided to look into it. I came across this article called 5 Fantastic Shark Powers Worthy of Superhero Status. Superpower number 5, super sensitivity to electricity. It turns out that all living creatures create a slight electrical field when their muscles contract, so this could have been the ability that Ripster was using to sense the incoming humans. Also on this list, superpower number 3 is sperm storage and virgin births. How is sperm storage worthy of superhero status? I don't want to witness the crime that requires that level of saving. Back to the cartoon. The street sharks eat their guns and then use hydro pump to drown the guards. But then more guards show up, so Big Slamoo, the orange street shark, uses another new power we've never seen.
Seismic Slam!
Which he finds mildly funny for some reason. Meanwhile, below the local mall, the evil henchmen are disguised as street sharks in an attempt to frame them for some nefarious shit, which is exactly the same thing that they did in the last episode. The henchmen set a bunch of bombs and then start blowing up the building floor by floor, which I'm pretty sure isn't how blowing up a building works. Like, if you blow up the first floor, I think like the whole thing's gonna come down, no? I don't know. The street sharks start swimming up the side of the building, which makes no sense. Let's take a look at what this is implying. If the sharks were swimming through a window like that, that means that their bodies are dangling in an open room while they're somehow still propelled upward just by their fin. That's crazy. The sharks save a janitor just as the building collapses, but then Slamoo is captured by Pyrandroid. Meanwhile, Lena receives another email, which really surprises her. 2 emails in one day. She begins reading it aloud, and she is mid-sentence when the show just decides it doesn't care about this anymore, and flip transitions away. The sharks return to their HQ, and Benz lets them know that Slamoo has been taken to Pyrandroid's evil castle. The sharks whack this dude in the head with a motorcycle, and then they throw a cannonball at this guy, and they infiltrate Pyrandroid's lair. But Pyrandroid captures Ripster and Streaks, and then Pyrandroid takes this moment to unveil his evil plan, which gives Jab, the hammerhead street shark, enough time to do a slow-motion shark attack, damaging the computer systems and freeing his brothers. Unfortunately, Slamoo has already been gene-slammed, or whatever, so is under the control of Pyrandroid. Slamoo fights back against the mind control, and then attacks Pyrandroid with a seismic slam.
Seismic Slam! 9.5!
It's a 9.5 this time, specifically, which I didn't know there was a Richter scale for this thing. So Slamoo destroys the building, and then the sharks ride away. And that's episode 4 of Street Sharks. Bye-bye.